Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta. On this one, I'm gonna check out Seymour Duncan's 805 overdrive pedal, which is pretty much like a pimped 808 tube screamer. And also how this compares to 808, TS808 screamer, Bass SD1 and Bass BD2 blues driver. Shortly about the controls, your basic level and drive, like on the original 808. It also has a bass, middle and treble controls, so you can really shape the tone. I'm gonna put this now on the pedal board and use a Marshall JCM2000, Marshall Plexi 987X and the clean channel of Marshall JCM2000 TSL, so you hear how this behaves into different amps and how it compares to the previously mentioned overdrives. Alright, I have a camera there, my pedal board there. All the overdrives and all pedals are connected to this G-Lab looper, so when I press this, it's only super overdrive is on, 805, only the 805 is on, and so on. First, Marshall JCM800, no overdrives, anything. Then when I kick in the 805, so all the tone controls are now known. And I've said it pretty much like I usually like to set the overdrives, these tube screamers and SD1. So level almost maxed, drive almost down. Like here, it's really good basic tube screamer. Then let's compare it to the 808. So this is a replica. This is made by a Finnish-Swedish guy. To me, over 20 years ago or something. It's made from the actual original, 70s tube screamer parts. So he only made a bunch of these, because it's from the original parts and the parts were limited. So this is like the OG Ibanez TS808 or Maxon, but it's like dead on, spot on original parts. So So definitely what you hear, or at least what I hear, the original has more mids, a little bit more highs. So let's dial the 805 as close as possible. Yeah, now it's pretty close. So what I did, little bit mid, so this is pretty cool because you can determine how much mid boost it has, because on the original it's pretty much tone, which is kind of high frequencies, and here's the tone or treble here, high frequencies. I had boosted them only a little bit, and then the low end, this one had more low end than this one when it was in center. The original has a little bit boxier sound, but a little bit different. Okay, then let's compare. Maybe I boost a little bit more mids and a little bit more everything level. Let's put the level on max and drive on 0. So now it's pretty dead on, really close. So level, max, drive 0 like I have on this one. And then I boosted a little bit of everything, okay? Let's compare it quickly to Super Overdrive so you hear the difference. So 805 first. So this one has more low end now. Let's back the low end a bit and let's put it like this. It's a little bit different because Super Overdrive is asymmetrical and two screamers are symmetrical. To me, Super Overdrive is the best with Marshalls. It's just open. It has the low end cut on the low end frequency just in the right place and the mid boost. But with this, I could get pretty close. So this actually, when the bass is at noon, there is already kind of like a little bit bass cut. At least what I hear and feel. So it's kind of like when everything is neutral, it's pretty much, I think, like a 808. And then you can cut the bass even more or boost it and do the same to mids and treble. Just for comparison, the Blues Driver, which is kind of like transparent, it boosts pretty much everything. So first the 805. Like you hear the blue jar is boo boo boo. I like to use blues driver more with Plexi and single note stuff. Okay, that was those pedals with 800. Now Plexi 1987X, no overdrives now. Immediately hear the difference. 800 has a lot of highs and more modern tone. Plexi, it's more buttery, the low end isn't as big and the mids are really great vintage sound. Okay, then the 808 with Plexi. I'm just gonna play the same My Kind of Woman, Mr. Big style riffs. Now, a lot of mid boost, so I might wanna turn that back a bit. Maybe add a little bit of that high presence. Also a little bit low. Bummer note. But as you hear, Plexi really starts to sing on single note stuff. No overdrive. So with the drive max, there's sustain for days. Okay, just for comparison, let's try the blues driver with Plexi. Okay, so they are all a little bit different. Then let's switch into, you can't see it but it's on the upper shelf, the JCM2000 TSL clean channel, so it's completely clean. Okay, then let's see how this behaves into a clean amp. So there's a lot of drive. Let's compare original TS. SD1. So you get this really nasty tone. I mean, overdrive, if you put it into a clean amp, like you hear, you can't really get like rhythm tone, fat rhythm tone, but you can get really cool like lead tones and this like semi-nasty. Okay, then try just like a little, you know, sandy overdrive. Yeah, was great. 808. The original is just, it has some mojo. I really like the original. You hear now with the bridge pickup how mid boosted it is. And SD. Alright, conclusion. You can get pretty close to the original 808 tones by dialing, you know, the tone controls, but you can also get it to sound quite close to Blues Driver by, again, dialing the tone controls. SD1, it doesn't really do. SD1 it's a special, it's just always to me like coming home, especially when boosting an overdriven amp. But like here, SD1 is a little bit thin into clean amp in my opinion, so I usually use 808 or Blues Driver into a clean amp if I just want to have a little bit breakup. But to drive an overdriven amp, especially Marshall's SD1 is just the best for me. But I must say that this is really good and really versatile. I mean, there's thousands of overdrives. I think everyone is them, all of them are like, you know, good. They do the job. It's just a matter of personal preferences. My go-to overdrive is SD1 because that's the first overdrive I ever bought back in the 90s. So it always feels like coming home. 808 is another option. On some amps it works better, like in front of 5150 I usually prefer 808 more because it has more mid boost, and 5150, as you probably know, doesn't have much mids in the first place. Blues Driver I really like with Plexi because it kind of boosts everything, because Plexi is already really like, I mean, you can get Plexi to be a little bit scooped if you just turn down the mids, but then you lose also some gain because it's a non-master volume amp. And into clean amp, it's usually 808 or Blues Driver to me. But this one does all of those pretty well. So it's another great option to the probably thousands of different overdrives there is. You know, like I said, it's just a matter of what fits to you, what you feel comfortable with, and what you like. But I really haven't found a bad overdrive, because I mean, at the end of the day, it just pushes the amp into overdrive, and with a little bit different ways of doing that. Hey, hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, take care. Bye.